complete forecast. Here's KATC meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Well, after a rough period over the last 24 hours and over the last couple of weeks where we've had severe weather events, it looks like the weather quieting down, and it's going to stay that way not only through the weekend, much of next week as well. So a little bit of a meteorologist dream here coming up as we head in the days ahead. But first off, let's go back and take a look at all of those thunderstorm complexes that were pushing through the area. Counted 3 starting out in Texas, 2 of them impacting Louisiana. So here we go. 1 affecting the northern part of the state, 2nd one across southeast Texas, 3rd one coming in from the north. And not to be left out, there were some nasty convective complexes that were in the Rio Grande the day before, and then they built southward across the Rio Grande once again during the course of the day yesterday into last evening. And again, you can see those storms plowing on through with that secondary squall line that pretty much delivered as forecast. We had severe thunderstorm watches, some warnings, some wind gusts as high as 60 across the area, and a few gusts up to 80 down in Sippermore Point. We had a gust to 84 and some light wind damage, some sporadic power outages, but fortunately no major severe weather, and that was the great news. Now, drier air filtering in, the clouds are moving out, and we're going to have nice cool weather. But here's the added bonus as we look at the drought status going back to last Thursday. This updates once a week on Thursdays. Much of Acadiana was in a light to moderate drought. Well, I had the rainfall of 2 to 4 inches last night, then another round of a couple of inches this morning. We got a good soaking, and all the areas in orange and red correspond to 5 or 6 inches of rain. Doppler estimates, so most of us catching anywhere between low end about 2 inches, high end up to about 6 inches, and a few spots a little bit more than that. But fortunately, ground took a lot of the water. We had some localized street flooding here and there, but the water has been now seeping into the ground, and it is great news for the dry soil that we saw across the area. Be interesting to see what that drought status says tomorrow. Weather-wise, high pressure building in, so it's going to be a nice one tomorrow. Nice and mild weather for a couple of days. We begin to warm up a little bit, see just a few clouds into this weekend, and then going into early next week, we're going to start to see a warm up where temperatures start pushing the upper 80s to near 90. Next frontal boundary that gets here looks to be about mid next week, but not much shower activity expected with it. So near term tonight, getting down into the middle 50s, and then for tomorrow, getting into the upper 70s with lots of sunshine out there. So clearing skies, refreshingly cool tonight, and a nice breeze. 54 your low with mostly northwesterly winds later on tonight. Upper 70s your high with wall-to-wall sunshine out there. Just a beautiful spring day for the last day of April. Take another spring day. Let's go. May starts off nice, but then we start seeing late May temperatures as we go into early next week. But overall, pretty good looking weather pattern with the exception that we see a 90 there on that 10-day forecast. That's it for weather for right now. We'll be right back right after this.